They're adding Darth Ramon to the Galaxy Heroes.
Pretty cool.
Who?
They have Grandmaster Jedi or Jedi Knights or whatever Ravana already in there.
Oh,
But,
you're saying Ravon. See, I didn't know who you're talking about again. It's Revan.
Revan, yeah, sorry, it's the
Why
French.
call it Ravon?
I don't know, just bad habit.
Why did you ever call it Ravon? They call him Revan in the game the whole time.
I know. She's my best go-to character.
Who?
Bastilla.
Bastila.
Bastilla.
Bastila.
Bastilla.
Oh, she's great. She's one of my
I
favorite.
got the
Star
Fallen
Wars
version too. She's hype. And then this is the bald guy you were talking about, right?
characters. Yeah.
Jolie Bindo.
Yeah, no, as far as Star Wars characters, and we're talking about fictional, like, trying to get with Bastila's probably like number one. Love Bastila. So hot. Just
So
nice
hot.
burst. Oh, that game. Came out at the right time.
And then that's that's Zalbar, right? The Wookiee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you rescue her, which is not the greatest nowadays, but when you rescue her, she's just in her underwear. It's
In her underwear.
yeah, when she's like been
Oh.
enslaved, and it's quite good.
Juhani, that's her name.
Juhani, yeah, Jocasta Juhani.
Costa Juhani.
Are you ready to do, or you need to show me more?
I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
It's a weird name. Her name is Mission Vale.
Okay.
Like that's weird.
Are you gonna be like that fucking fan on our Facebook, like Killmonger's a stupid name, as he votes for some character named Yondu?
I didn't participate in that vote.
Yeah, but I mean, Mission is like could be just as normal as any other Star Wars name. There's a fucking guy named Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, which sounds badass.
Sheev. Some guy's name is just Sheev.
Sheev. Fuck, I wish my parents named me Sheev. Sheev Palpatine Field.
Yeah.
I'd rock that.
If you have a son, you can name it either way. If you have a kid that's not named Sheev, I'm gonna give you so much shit
I
because
think Madison. If I had a kid with Madison, I don't think she'd let me call our son Sheev.
so there you go. Do you think your mom would let you be called Sheev or your dad?
The 90s were a crazy time.
They're not that crazy. Sheev Field. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Clone Wars Retrospective. I am the number one Ravon fanboy, Travis Snell.
I am the Sheev Taylor Field.
And here we are. If you don't know what the show is, we are reviewing and looking back, and for myself, looking at the episodes for the first time of the Clone Wars series that was, went off air a few years ago, but is coming back this year for the Disney Plus. It has a name. I keep forgetting about that. The Disney streaming app. So we are reviewing every single episode to get ready for that. We'll be doing that new season. And here we are. We're closing out season 3. Thank goodness we got some better episodes. I still think this is the worst season easily. Mortis did not help. I still like those episodes, but it's just Savage. And these episodes didn't really help me either as a whole. We'll get into it. There's a few that I do really like, but let's start off with the ones I didn't really enjoy that much. But I'm sure Taylor's going to love them because, oh man, Tarkin's young. Look at him. Look at little Tarkin.
God, yeah.
I love people. I love the strategists, and he's going to tell me why these are great episodes. The Citadel. An elite team of Jedi attempts to free Master Even Peel. Like, the girl's name's Mission. This guy's name is Even Peel. Like, I think it's the same.
Evan Peel.
I don't know. Yvonne, who is in possession of a hyperdrive coordinates that could harm both Separatists and Jedi alike from impenetrable prison. Jesus. Encountering reprogrammed battle droids, carbonite chambers, and a younger Captain Tarkin along the way before he joined the Galactic Empire, it is revealed that Peel and Tarkin have memorized half of the coordinates. Does that mean they've both memorized the same half, or they've memorized halves apart?
I think it's like a Force Awakens thing. One map, and then for half the map,
Okay.
and the other half.
I'll say this for all these episodes. I think these were after. It was strange to go back to an episode like this because we had the Savage episodes, which I thought were all great and really story heavy. And then you had the Morris episodes, which I didn't think were the best, but were very trippy, very something different, very unique. This was back to very just a action adventure heist kind of rescue team mission. You know, like it's classic. You got people sneaking into things. You got them hacking droids to like they use battle droids to get across certain things. There's a lot of Star Wars tropes in here. I like the episodes fine. None of them were bad, but these are now episodes I don't think I'm going to really remember. I think Tarkin in there is a fun little Easter egg, but I don't think he does anything too memorable to be like, man, I love Tarkin in these episodes other than, and even then, like him and Anakin have these back and forth, but I feel like at some points they were really way too on the nose. Because I don't know which episode it is, but just to make the example, because this is a 3-story arc, like Anakin's like, oh, I am also friends with Palpatine, and Tarkin's like, really? And Anakin goes, really? And it's just like, we get it. You're gonna be Vader. You're gonna be Captain Tarkin.
Captain Tarkin,
whatever the
Grand
fuck.
Moff Tarkin.
Well, maybe he was a captain before. I don't know. But that's where it started good, but then it got way too much. Like, you get it? Like, they're gonna have a thing one day. So and especially that line, like, really, it was just really cheesy. Speaking of really, so these are fine. I think they're generic episodes that you could easily skip over. Other than you can have. I guess a Jedi, maybe a Jedi dying in one episode, which we'll talk about. So, but even then, it's not fucking Ahsoka. It will be one. So it's no one you're gonna care about. So these are fine. These are episodes I actually don't have too much to say. So Taylor, take us away on this episode. What you thought?
I really like this episode. I love them going in there, and
top tenor.
I love Tarkin. I was never a
Tarkin's
big fan.
Tarkin and Thrawn are gonna travel to what was that place? I already forgot. It's Mortis, and that's gonna be episode 9. They're gonna come back with Ravon.
Careful, Kathleen might steal your idea.
Those are your ideas. That's what you want. You just want like a Tarkin Thrawn movie, just them playing chess. And
I'd fucking love
look
that.
Look at the strategics of their fingers.
A
movie.
Pixar short.
Pixar short.
No, I as much as I really like Tarkin. I never was hugely, in him as a character in A New Hope because I didn't get to know much about him. He just came off as this guy who just, had Vader on a leash. That's basically it. So
wearing slippers
on set. Yeah. But that being said, like getting to know more about his character, especially in the books as well, he is awesome. He is a fantastic character. And like, I love how he comes off in the Clone Wars. Absolutely. He's just super, he just has this idea like I'm better than you, and he does, for me, he does act a lot like Thrawn in many different ways, but at the same time not so much where like I have a big ego and I'm gonna boost it or I'm better than you in this sense. He's just he's so just an ass.
Who are you saying has that ego thing? Thrawn?
Tarkin. Thrawn doesn't have an ego or like that emotion, I'd say, really, like as a character. He just does things just because he just does it. It's the most logical thing to do. But Tarkin, he calculates and he does these things, but he definitely has an ego to boost, which is why I like the kind of backlash he has with
backslash. Watch my back. Give me a Pixar short of Tarkin and Thrawn playing hockey. Like, what is this? And they're putting on skates, and Tarkin's like, "Oh my goodness!" and he slips and falls. That's what I want. Look at my backslash. Boom.
But yeah, I think that Tarkin, though, that's why he has that kind of confliction with Anakin, just because he likes to prove that he's right, and when he is right, he boasts about it. He'll bragging rights and all that stuff, and Anakin hates that, pisses him off. So I love that dilemma Anakin has with him. Not only just because yes, they do become I wouldn't say they become kind of like they would quip later on or like bicker. I think that when they're later on and he's Darth Vader, I think Darth Vader understands, okay, you're Grand Moff Tarkin, you have this position, we just we're a team. You are a major asset to the Emperor,
we're
and you know
team.
what? Yeah, we're a team. But that being said, Evan, Jedi Master Evan or whatever, he's pretty cool because he was in Phantom Menace, I think, on the Council.
I was wondering where I meant. I guess for spoilers, he fucking dies. But like I was wondering because I saw him, like I remember that guy, but I'm like I also don't see him in any other movies. So and he is not the best Jedi. He puts up a little fight, but he lost pretty easily that.
There's a reason he got put in jail. So
yeah, he's not top tier.
No, he's not really top in many things either. So.
Wow, Taylor just made a short joke.
Yeah, overall though,
Wow.
I like the kind of like the clones, in this. I'm trying to remember all.
Taylor always loves.
I love the clones.
These are hitting all of Taylor's sweet nipple spots. Tarkin the clones. Ooh.
I'm trying to remember all the clones that were there, and for some reason I'm drawing a blank.
I don't know. They're all the fucking same to me.
I'm trying to think because there's
unless they have their helmets off, to show off their bad haircuts. Look at me, I've shaved in the
you
Empire's
wish you
logo.
Could have.
No, I don't.
You don't want to shave the Republic logo into your hair?
No, I don't. Not at all. Kill me.
But yeah, no, that's pretty much all I got to say.
You should do that next 24-hour stream instead of shaving your head bald.
Tyler tried to shave the Assassin's Creed logo and it didn't work out. I never saw that picture. I don't think that you took. You took a picture of it.
I don't remember this until now.
You said it when I was getting in the flashback video of me getting my hair cut. I said someone better take a picture of this, and you said, "Don't worry, I will."
I probably just did to shut him up.
Yeah, I don't have much else to say. Yeah, Evan was okay, and I just thought it was cool how they snuck in there, and it was in an ultimate fortress that you can't escape from. I just think
is his name actually Evan?
No, I'm just calling him Evan. I think it is Even Peel or whatever.
Yeah, Even Peel.
I just call Evan.
Sounds
Evan
like
Peel.
Even Stevens character. 2 notes I had is the main alien that kind of did the abduction and he talks to Dooku throughout this. He wasn't the worst, but at times he was a little cheesy. I think it was his voice was just like a little too kiddie for me. And then the other thing is, do you remember what the name of the planet is they're on?
Oh, fuck no.
I love that planet though. It has like that golden lava and it's like purple and it's broken up and everything like that. Like half of it's
You
missing.
have to look it up because now I want to know.
They
said it during the episode, right?
Yeah, I must have. Of course, it didn't. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'll give this episode a thumb up. I'm gonna read the synopsis and then you're gonna tell me what you thought of the next episode and then why.
Did you not read the synopsis for this past episode? No, you did.
Citadel, yeah, I did.
I'm reading it for the next episode.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna find out what this plan is.
Okay, yeah, I'll give this a thumb up and a half.
Okay, so this is counterattack with freed prisoners in their position and a brutal war in OC Sabik, attempting desperately to thwart them. Obi-Wan and Anakin search for a way out of the Citadel, and back to Coruscant. The prison, however, has more traps, perils, and pitfalls, of course, in store for them, and then more than they had imagined. The pair must work together past their differences if they are to escape, which shouldn't be that easy or hard because you're fucking master and apprentice, but for some reason I get it. They have
differences.
Yeah, differences of opinions. I get it, but yeah, what did you think of this episode?
I liked it. Kind of being on like the outskirts, not like inside like the prison or whatever, but just kind of like you got. This is probably again why you probably really like the planet because you got to see more of like the lava and all like the tight edges they're crawling around on. Like I love me some tight edges. It's called
Lola Suyu. I think I remember right.
Lola Suyu.
I think it's or Sayume. It's Lola. So I think I got Lola right. And then Sayu, Sayu.
Sayu.
Yeah, so Sayu?
Sayu, probably.
Yeah, Lola Sayu. So I think for the once I actually got right. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking to see if this planet is still a thing because it also looks like it might just be melting, eating away in itself. But yeah, half of it's broken. The bomb is just eating away in the lava. It's awesome. And I don't know, primary Terran volcanic. So yeah, it might not even be a thing anymore. But it doesn't say it's not on the Wikipedia. Check out this planet if you haven't. It just says, let's see. No, it just talks about the episode. So I wanna go back there. JJ, you better be getting us back there.
Episode 9.
That's just cool.
I do like this planet and probably this arc a lot because like I'm a Stargate fan. Like I really like Stargate SG-1, and there's actually I can't remember which season it was, but there's one episode where they go to this
the 8th.
The 8th. They go to a prison and like a prison planet, and this issue is like all lava and like burning, and this just reminds me so much of that episode. It just had similar vibes to it, like an impenetrable prison or whatever. So, I think it was very cool, very well done. I like how, like, I'm not sure if this show takes those kind of things as references or just kind of like, I feel like the Clone Wars does like do certain things as nods towards other like series and sci-fi stuff like that. So.
Well, we got that with the Zemo Beast or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we have one episode coming up that is very similar to something, which was came out later, but still.
But yeah, I don't have much else to add. I like the escape. Their differences, of course.
I honestly have nothing to add. The episode was fine. Like I said, it was more of a not as action based, but it was them having their differences. You have some little squabbles. I already talked about earlier with Tarkin and Anakin's back and forth. I feel like you get more of that. But this episode, I guess I'll actually give it a middle thumb because it's not because bad, it's just so unmemorable that I don't have anything to gleam onto. Even when I was taking notes, there wasn't any cool scenes or anything. It was just a few interactions with Anakin and Tarkin, but that was about it. The Citadel Rescue, or just Citadel Rescue. One thumb up. Okay, one thumb up. While finding their way out of the Citadel, prison, which is under command of separatists. Oh, here we go again. Osei Sebek. The elite team. Do you know how he actually his name?
I'd have to read it.
Yeah, so F off. The elite team ship was destroyed, forcing them to wait for rescue by a Republic fleet. Along the way to a rendezvous point, they encounter a wave of droid squads, which they have to fight in order to evacuate freed prisoners, save the information they hold. The Jedi attempt to escape, but are concerned concerned by a pack of Anubas who kill Even Peel. But before he dies, he gives half of the information, which clarifies what we were talking about earlier, to Ahsoka, telling her not to reveal to anyone but the Jedi Council. But as the Jedi are about to escape, they are concerned by Sobek, who tries to kill Tarkin, but is stabbed by Ahsoka. Plo Koon arrives, rescues the Jedi, taking them back to Coruscant. So we had a lot happen in the episode. Obviously, yeah, we talked about the Jedi. He didn't make it and whatnot, so fair enough. I liked that you kind of still saw the divide of the Republic and the Jedi as far as the Tarkin's like, oh, tell me right here, and I like when Ahsoka did kill Tarkin. You saw him still.
Ahsoka killed Tarkin.
Yeah, you didn't see that when she saved Tarkin. Kind of gave her some props, like, oh, I like your style, like I like the way your master is training you and whatnot. So that was good. There was some good action stuff with those, like what they called them, the car boost or something, whatever those animals were. So it was a good episode. I don't know how many notes I have. I don't really have any. Because Citadel Rescue was actually where they dropped the really and really. I just can't get over that. But I liked the episode. This one would be a thumbs up for me, but I don't have much to add. I think these episodes were very basic, very to the plot. It's a search and rescue. The first episode's the search, the second episode's the rescue, and then the third episode's the escape. And they didn't do a good job because Even Peel died. Well, even though Even Peel kind of sucked, but I liked the episode, but nothing. I am definitely not going to be in my top 10 when we finish this show.
Overall, I enjoy the story arc. More Tarkin's always pretty good. I do like that, as you said, that divide. You get to see Evan kind of just say, like, don't trust anyone, just tell this information to the Jedi Council, which it obviously, like, because you're not gonna tell it to Tarkin because he's shady as fuck throughout this whole thing. He has an evil kind of atmosphere about him, even though he's
I don't think he's that evil. I think it's just non-trustworthy. But Anakin likes it because that's the problem I still have with Anakin. I still feel like sometimes whoever writes him, they just don't do a great job. And one point he's just like, that's the type of people we need more. We need people like him to make the tough calls.
Well, that's just it though. Like,
no, it is. I think it's just the way that maybe the voice actor does it. It just comes off very. It just comes off. I agree, and that shows how Anakin feels later on down the line. But I never. And maybe that's the point. Maybe that's just why I don't like Anakin. He's just never subtle. He's just like a fucking shotgun in a church or whatever,
Shotgun in a church.
I don't think it's a real saying, but I just said it right now. Everyone's praying, saying, their Sunday mass, and then like. And that's Anakin, like, hey, I love God too. And it's like, we get it, Annie, sit down. And like, he does it again, and he's like, where are the sand people? But yeah.
I feel like at least with Tarkin, it's it's not that he's not trustworthy. It's just like Anakin, like you had said, Anakin, it just feels like he's someone who can get things done, and that's why Tarkin isn't a big fan of the Jedi, because of their beliefs and their ideals. And Tarkin, he would remove the Jedi obviously from power and their position in the Republic army or whatever, because they shouldn't be generals. Their beliefs hold them back from making the right kinds of calls, which again is why Thrawn never joined up the Republic when he met Anakin, and Anakin extended this offer to him. Because he said, like the Republic, it's crippled because it doesn't have the ability to make those calls and decisions when it needs to be. That's why he came back and joined when it was a dictatorship under Palpatine's rule, because you can make those calls. So, but that's I don't have too much to say. Yeah, Evan pieced out, and Ahsoka
nice
got
little
the
send
knowledge.
off he got,
I like the story arc though. I mean, it was good. I'll give it like a thumb and a just a thumb.
Wow, you almost just
thumb and a half.
Really threw up that thumb.
Thumb and a half, but it's yeah. There's I have more favorite story arcs than this one, but the vibes were good. It was a good atmosphere for this arc.
The vibes were good, Taylor says. Okay, here we go. Padawan Lost. Ahsoka gets captured by Trandoshians during a battle on the planet Felucia. They drop her off on a planet where they intend to hunt her and others for sport.
Mm-hmm.
Ahsoka encounters 3 Jedi younglings named oh fuck me, Jinx. That's
Named
an easy
Fuck
one.
Me. That was her name. What's your name? I'm Jedi Padawan. Fuck me.
Hi, I'm Master Fuck Me. Master Fuck Me. Yoda needs to talk. Fuck you. What was I gonna say? So no, Jinx. That's no Omir, and then Khalifa. I don't think it's Khalifa, but whatever. Who she teams up with to survive. The next day, they set out to escape the Trandoshians, but are found and hunted. They lead the lead Trandoshian son is accidentally killed, and in his revenge, his father shoots and kills Khalifa. Ahsoka promises to take care of the other 2 younglings as Khalifa dies. When I saw what this episode was gonna be, I just knew Taylor Field was gonna fucking love this episode. Because if you don't know, because I don't know if we mentioned on Star Wars, Taylor is a huge Aliens and Predators fan, more so Predators fan. He loved that god-awful movie that came out last year. He is just all about the Predators. He's many times brought up the movie Predators with Adrian Brody. So this episode, I just knew Taylor's going to love it. It's just Trandoshians being Predators, hunting game. And you know what? I'll also say that I quite enjoyed it as well. This is something that I would love to happen in The Mandalorian, where if we just one episode where the main character got kidnapped and put on there and hunt a game, that'd be awesome. Both episodes were great, and this was the first time I have gone from she was being a little annoying to I like her to she's part of the team. But there's always times where Ahsoka gets her own episodes, and I kind of don't care. I'm like, I'd rather be someone else, like when she used her lightsaber. This was the first Ahsoka episode, and like both of them that I loved, and I loved her as the lead in them. And I think now I'm more on board with the character than I have ever been before. Who I don't know if she'll ever get up to like other higher levels as far as like, you know, top 10. I was talking about Adventures a few episodes ago, but she's starting to at least turn for me, and this one was really good because it felt like she was a lot more mature. Even in those Morris episodes, she felt more mature, but not in the way of like she's not being called Snips and that like joking. It's just that you feel the character's growing and evolving. And for the first time, I felt that I could believe her being in a leader role and the way she takes charge. And then just the other stuff, it's just really cool. The one that kidnaps Ahsoka, was that Bosk? No,
I don't think Bosk is in any of these.
I didn't think so, but it is hard to tell. Some of them just look so identical. They're just a little color. But I just thought because he just drops her off, that was like the one. But either way, I love the idea of them being like predators. They're hunting for game, and that makes sense because they are bounty hunters. Well, some of them are around the world, right? So it makes sense. They're training. They're trying to, like at one point in this episode, they show a bunch of other races or species that they've killed, so they're all working on other ones. So I loved it, and this is something that I would love for live action, whether it be Cassian or whatever. I think this would just be a prime hour standalone episode of a character we know and love, and I guess it would be copying this, but I think I would just love to see it live action as well. I think because the reason I say live action, I don't mean to put down animation. I just mean with The Mandalorian, there's going to be a lot more people watching that than the Clone Wars, right? Like my parents, my sister would watch Mandalorian. Clone Wars, they're not going to invest in because they don't like Star Wars that much, but a live action TV show is higher stakes for people. So, and should it be that way? I don't know, but it is. So I really liked both these episodes, but I liked this episode. It was good. So Taylor, take it away because I'm sure you just were frothing at the mouth when we were coming up to this.
I was all...
that's slurring. Frothing is like...
I was all about this episode. I love, I'm a big Predators fan, 100%. I love me some aliens dropping their live stock on the surface below and then going in and hunting it. So, but yeah, I think I'll quickly dabble on this. As you said, like for a movie, I think that'd be great. I think one problem for recent Star Wars movies.
I wouldn't say a
movie.
just
a live action set of some kind. Because I think
don't know
a lot
if you can
of
do Trandoshan the movie.
That'd be sick. I think a lot
maybe
of
on Disney Plus.
A lot of Star Wars shows and like the films as of late. I can't say shows, but just the movies. Like we haven't gotten to see.
Mandalorian. It's great.
We haven't gotten to see a huge presence of actual aliens. It's usually only in like small settings with cantinas and stuff. But like. It's always all humans, and I am getting tired of that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I want to see heavy amounts of like aliens and stuff. Like Like, because there's so many different aliens you can tackle. You can literally make any alien you want and throw it in there, and it's fine.
That's why I joke, but that's why we were talking about in the last episode, like Kotar mission. I would like a Twi'lek to be on the team. Like next, if we do like an episode, whatever films, whether it's Old Republic or episode 10, 11, 12, when it's like you got Finn, Rose, and Poe and all of them, like add an alien to the team. Like they kind of have droids, but I guess maybe they're just worried that I don't know, like the mainstream's not going to be able to connect with an alien. But
even
I think
with
you can.
Chewbacca, though, I mean,
Yeah.
like they've even pulled him on the back burner in this, and the new team is literally Finn, Rey, Poe, Rose.
It's all humans
and
except for BB-8.
It's all humans except BB-8. It's such a joke. Yeah, it is.
I would say it's a joke.
It is a joke. This is a huge universe with tons of aliens. You know, I'll easily swap Rose out with a Twi'lek, and then you got some serious heat happening. Yeah.
Oh baby, go get it, Finn.
That'd be so great.
Find out what those tendrils do.
Yeah, honestly, I think that this would have been a great like pitch for a show or something. Just these Trandoshan's, you know, dropping all like the Jedi Padawans down or whatever on the planet.
Again, I don't think a show. I think you just do one episode. I don't
one
think you
episode.
do an entire show about this planet. That's why I think Mandalorian, he's hunting people, and for some reason he gets shot in the back by a Trandoshan, and then he wakes up and he's there. And because if the Mandalorian's this great warrior or whatnot, he can like fight his way out, right? I don't think you do a show or a movie.
I love Trandoshans so much. Like I remember Republic Commandos. You've played Republic Commandos, right?
I think a little, yeah, but not as much as you.
They're such a great Star Wars game, and when you get to the part where what part was it? You get to like on board like a Republic cruiser, and like everyone's gone and missing on it, and you start exploring it. It's creepy and horror like. Then you start to realize that Trandoshans took over the ship and they're running around like it's fucking wild. But like they're such a cool culture. Their huge thing for them is they go around and they just have to prove themselves as being the best hunters, which I love. I think it's great. And that's why I love Bosk as being a bounty hunter. He's just, it fits with him, and he's super cool, but he feels unique compared to other Trandoshans. But this episode, it was great. Like you said, like I love how Ahsoka, you know, she just had to improvise and kind of like take charge and kind of like figure out what was going on, and you know, teaming up with like Jedi Fuck Me and all the other guys and stuff like.
Jedi Fuck Me. She better be the thumbnail. No. What's your thumbnail for this one?
Wow, that's tricky because it's 5 episodes.
You could oh god, don't put young Tarkin in.
Young Tarkin right there.
I think the best thing you could try to do is find
Evan?
one with is Chewie, and because this was Chewie's first time in the series, right?
Fuck, was it?
Why do I
feel like he's made an appearance already?
If he was, it was quite small, but you could have Chewie fighting a Tendorshian.
I didn't call you out the other times because I didn't know the pronunciations were right or wrong, but it's Trandoshan. There you go.
Chewie fighting a Trandoshan.
Yeah, that would be good. You give it to like the 2-story arc and not the 3-story arc.
Yeah, this was much better.
Yeah.
This is at least a memorable episode. Like both of them are memorable. I think are good, and like I think they do good things for the Trandoshans. I think they do good things for Ahsoka. I like the Wookiees making the save. I think this is so much more memorable than just a fun, like just a romp with Tarkin. Like, sorry, Even Peel, but you're nothing to me. You're nothing to me.
Yeah,
Jon Snow.
we'll pop some Chewies on there.
The only thing I have, because we've talked about everything I want to, except for one thing in this episode. I gotta tighten that up after. Gotta get Jedi Fuck Me in here to work on my gear. They call the Ahsoka a youngling. Are you just a youngling until you're not a Padawan?
I think when you're a kid, they don't know if you're a Padawan or not. I think
Is
when
she
you're
a
just
kid?
She's a kid. Even Obi-Wan and
Is she?
Phantom Menace, you call a youngling.
Ew. I feel like if you're not
Hey,
12,
youngling.
yeah, I think if you're not 12, you shouldn't be a youngling anymore.
I don't know. You'd have to Google
and
up.
Ewan McGregor's like a 20-year-old man in Phantom Menace, and he's a youngling.
You'd have to Google
Ew.
what the standard is, like what classifies you as a youngling.
I'm not gonna do that right now.
That's some weird links.
I would give that episode. I'd give. It's tough. Like honestly, I would think I'd give it 2 thumbs up because I have sometimes I like to give 2 thumbs up for the big story saving ones and big character moments, and I think I got enough of that with Ahsoka. But really, I just really liked it, and I had no cons other than the youngling stuff, and that was a little strange. But I'm guessing you're a big 2 thumber over there.
I'm giving it a good 2 thumbers.
Yeah. Last episode of season 3. So here we go. Wookiee Hunt, as Ahsoka and her allies struggle to evade the Trandoshans hunters. Their efforts receive an unexpected boost when a new captive arrives. Chewbacca, the Wookiee. Thanks. Together, the younglings, Ahsoka. See, it says together the younglings, Ahsoka and Chewie attack the Trandoshans. So she's not included in that. She's separate, but for some reason she was still called that.
I don't think they have proper, I don't know. They're fuckers. They'll call the younglings.
Jedi fuck me. Let's see. With the help of the Wookiee warriors, are able to kill a large amount of the Trandoshans. Ahsoka herself kills the Trandoshan leader Garnick with a powerful force push. I really liked this episode. It was more the same, but I think it was a good 2-parter. And I think it being 2-parters was good because I think that's the problem with some of the Citadel. I don't know if that had to be 3. I think you could have cut out a lot. So I like it didn't overstay its time. I liked seeing Chewie in this. I liked the Wookiees making the save. I always like seeing, that Wookiee. I like Wookiees in general, so that was good. The fight scenes I liked with the Wookiees and the Trandoshans, that they're more powerful and just pushing each other. The only thing is I think any time Chewie killed the Trandoshan, I think because Kitcho was very tame. It was just like he was stepping on him and he would just push his foot up and then the Trandoshan would trip and fall over the thing. I was like,
well, they could have gone full on R-rated with that.
Yeah,
Chewie.
I don't mean R-rated. I just mean the kills were just very unimaginative and just very kind of off-screen. It was just like a lot of just Chewie pushing people off of stuff. It was like, okay, because I liked the power aspect, but then the actual kills were like, it's fine. But this was a good episode. I guess we didn't talk about it the last episode, but that one girl getting killed, that was a good motivator for Ahsoka. So, yeah, I like this episode really overall. I think I have a few notes after Taylor's done. But other than that, yeah, it was a good episode, good solid episode. I like to, we didn't talk about either in the first episode, Anakin wanted to come help or try to find her, and Plo Koon was just like, if she can figure it out, she'll figure it out, and she does. So it was a big moment for her, and at the end when they are reunited, it kind of, like I said, this episode, to me more than anything, felt like Ahsoka maturing into the fact of, I could see her becoming a Jedi Master. I know she does, or a Jedi Knight, but this was the stage of like, I could see her being that. Do I still love Anakin having Padawan? No, not really. I'm never going to love that, but at least I'm liking the character more. So, yeah, Taylor, what do you think about this episode?
Yeah, it's a bit of like a crazy Sith thing to do when they're like, yeah, no, I just leave her to fend for herself. No wonder so many apprentices get abducted and turned into Sith assassins, like fucking Ventress. They just, well, her master died, but the council doesn't give a fuck. They don't go in there and save them. There's all these Padawans, these younglings that have been abducted on this planet, all these Jedi fuck me's, and they're just all stuck and stranded because the council turned their back on them. But no, the girl dying, good motivator. I think it was very cool to see, like, okay, yeah, like, oh wow, there's all these Padawans just stuck on this planet. Chewie making an appearance is always good. Wookiee muscle is, they say in Solo, like it's you cuddle at night, you'll never have a better night's sleep than being caressed by a Wookiee's arms or something.
I think it's like you've never had a better night's sleep than being in a Wookiee's arms.
Yeah. So at least at nighttime they can just cuddle up with them. So, but yeah, it's
look out, Jedi fuck me.
Yeah, no, it was good. I think I like the first episode more between the arc. Yeah, just
wow.
I like the abduction process, and I like just being introduced to that kind of like that world and everything. It felt more Predators vibey to me and stuff like that. But
yeah, I can agree with that.
It overall though, no, it was good arc.
Yeah, my only 2 notes were at one point Chewie, when he's fighting the Trandoshans, he does a John Cena fireman's carry. It's a wrestling move, aka it's like the FU/attitude adjustment where he has him on his shoulders. And then he just chucks the guy off. So that was my favorite one out of the bunch. The rest were kind of unimaginative, but I like that. And then the other thing is there's at one moment where I can't remember exactly. It's more in the middle of the episode. It's when it's just Ahsoka and the younglings. Or the younglings. Ahsoka and the younglings. That can be their band at the cantina, Ahsoka and the younglings with Jedi fuck me. So they have some plan or something. They figure out there's a sniper in this Trandoshan is trying to take out Ahsoka. One comes up and pushes the gun out of the way, and then they're kind of fighting over it. And then one of this youngling has an idea that so they're on a cliff. He was sniping. The one Jedi stops it. They're struggling over the gun. Then this young Lungling, who's just a complete idiot, has this idea of, I know what, I'm going to go jump on the sniper's back and just make us all fall off this cliff. Why don't we just pull him forward and both double team? Like, it was just like, jump and just take him out. Like, it worked and no one died, of course, but it was just like, this seems not logically sound to do. It's just like
Something a youngling would do.
Just there's a cliff and I'm going to jump on this guy's back and hope for the best. So, yeah, that was my only notes. But fun episode. I think I agree with Taylor that I liked the first one better, but it's just lots of adventure. We kind of talked about everything, but a good episode nonetheless. I would give this one probably like a thumb half because I think the intensity was a lot. The first episode was like that kind of Predator intense wise, trying to not be hunted, kill. You have that that did get killed. This was more about the escape and whatnot, but I do applaud it for this was very much a sci-fi episode, just like the Zima Beast. Like it's a type of different genre. So,
yeah, I'll give this a thumb up. It was decent. But I definitely think though, I always find it amusing in stories and movies when you have like a father and son who are bad guys and like the father or like the son dies or whatever, gets killed by like the good guy, and the father or the son is like, you killed him, it's all your fault, and they get revenge or they want to get revenge. Yeah, but they think like you put yourself and your family in that position to get killed, and you're blaming them for defending themselves. You captured this person, put them on a planet, and we're hunting them, and you get mad at them for killing your son.
And then Ahsoka kills him too. I like that. She's like, you don't have to do this. Like if you do this, it's gonna. She didn't say this in paraphrasing, but pretty much like it's gonna end. Like you can leave, and I won't kill you. And then he picked up the gun. She just force pushed him, and he broke his back, neck, and everything. All gone. Yeah, no, that's just a classic trope of you kill my son. It's like, well, what was I supposed to do? So, yeah, that's it for season 3, Taylor Field. Finally, we're done this shit season.
Done season 3.
Yeah, it ended better, so I was happy about that. I'm excited. How long into season 4 do I have to wait till I get some Darth Maul action? Fuck Dylan's back.
I can still hear it. Oh, there we go. No, I think if I remember correctly, it might be. I feel like it's the first story arc that we tackle into season 4, but there's a mixture of a few other like story arcs they throw in here. I think we get an Obi-Wan arc, which is fan-fucking-tastic.
Okay, I mean episode number. You can say the first story arc, but like so many of these have just
I have no fucking clue.
Is it more the beginning of the season, more the end, more the middle? Where is he?
I think it was more I think it was the beginning that they kind of they poke at him, and because they usually space it out, like because he's got a very dominant arc running through into season 5. So I think they bring him in, and then they space it out, and then they showcase him like fucking around and the holograms Jedi fuck me's, and then it escalates after that. It gets pretty good. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in for a good time. Like. So good. Like,
sure. Season 3 good? Oh no, what's happening here? Oh, that could have been really loud. He's lucky it wasn't. But did he even turn your mic off before you got up?
Yeah, I had to do that.
No, he didn't. Well, Taylor, when we get into season 4, where can they find those episodes?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can find
Even though I've noticed that Taylor actually doesn't say that, he just promotes Facebook. So it's fine. Where can you find us so we can promote the Facebook?
Find
and then
us on the
again, I forgot at the end to go at the beginning to say
that 3 times today.
Yeah, I'm trying because I always do at the end. I'm trying to now do plugs at the beginning because I feel like sometimes people might not listen the whole way through. So I have to retrain myself, but it will happen. Just like when Darth Maul lost his legs, he had to retrain himself to walk. We'll do that. And I also fixed this mic because I got to tighten it up. It keeps hitting my face.
Tighten it up.
Oh, God.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen out there, you can find, like, obviously you found this episode early, which is on Patreon.
Well, not obviously. They could be listening when it hit the podcast.
They could.
Feed.
Ooh, yeah. This
so
could be live right now.
He does that every
obviously.
time.
Yeah, so you're listening to this right now. You're either on the live feed or our Geekverse feed, or you're on Patreon. You got it early, whatever floats your boat. Whose boat? I don't know, but good for you. Yeah, check us out in the search bar, Geekverse Space Podcast. And, make sure you check out whatever poll is going on right now for some social media, geek fandom thing. There's probably something happening. So It's always good. And yeah, Twitter, GeekersCast, Podbase especially. Critique us on our new mics. We want to hear that feedback. Couple of bras.
Well,
so.
unless they're on Patreon, this is not new mics for them. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Right? So this is pretty old.
Yeah, this is old. Yeah, we're like way in now. So.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we do here, like Taylor said, you head over to Patreon. $1 gets you half our content. That's not just this show. There's lots of other shows on there. $5 gets you everything. Thank you for support. If you do that, like we're talking about the mics, you guys support us, and we've gotten a bunch of new gear, so we thank you very much for that. If you like what we do, but you don't want to go to Patreon or you can't afford it, we understand. Head over to iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere you want for the video or the audio. It's all in the description of this episode, wherever you're listening. And if you like what we do and you want to support us, please go subscribe, but review on iTunes. We're trying to get to 200 reviews. I would very much appreciate that. If you could do that, that would help us out big time. That would help the channel grow even more and more fans. And yeah, head over to Twitter, head over to Facebook. There's probably polls, but comment on posts, engage us. Me and Taylor are very active on the Facebook page. I'm always probably arguing with somebody, but it's always in good fun. As long as you're not a dick, you're welcome. And I'm welcome to tell you why you're wrong about liking Yondu more than Killmonger, but that's fine. So, ladies and gentlemen,
the Force be with you.
I was going to say it. I was just going to wait to see how long Taylor was going to be, but always.
I thought you were wanting me to say it. I couldn't tell.
I thought I was waiting to see if you were going to butt in, but he just, instead of butting in, he just stole my line.